by doing with Praveen Kandan. This is Praveen. In this Java object-oriented programming playlist, we will learn OOPS concepts step by step. This is Java OOPS programming session number 72, demonstration of abstract class using ATM example. If you are serious about learning, then like the video and subscribe to the channel for more update. Please click the bell icon and select all notification. Don't choose personalized option. You may miss some session updates. Let's get started. So in our previous session, we have discussed about what is an abstract class. A class declared using abstract keyword is called as an abstract class. It can have abstract method, non-abstract method, that is concrete method. We have already discussed in a detailed manner about what is about concrete methods and then concrete class, followed by variables. So next in this session, as per the agenda, we'll discuss ATM example using abstract class. So first try to understand here what's the class name user. This class is called as abstract class because we are using the abstract keyword. As per that abstract class components three. So first we have used variable. What's the name? Username. Next abstract method. There is no method body or implementation. We just declared abstract void insert card. So what it mean? It must be implemented by child classes. It must be implemented by child classes. Next, what is that concrete method here? Void display message, non-abstract method. This method is called as a concrete method or non-abstract method. Method having the body defined. So first created it in a Eclipse. I'll show you an answer now. So to save the time, I already created that file alone. Public class user. The class name is user. Now what I'm going to change it, make it as a abstract class. So copy paste this code. See here. Abstract class user. So what is the abstract class name? User. Data member is username or variable. Abstract method is abstract. So if you're using the abstract method, you should use the keyword abstract. You should not define here. If you're trying to define here, it will throw an error. Can you able to see this? What's the error? Abstract method. Do not specify a body. Remove abstract modifier on method. Remove the abstract modifier. Or remove method body. Simple. That curly brace will be removed. Semicolon will be present. So I hope you are clear this. Why we are not giving this definition here. As per the rule, you should not give the definition. Abstract method means there is no definition. Next, concrete method, a method having the implementation details here. Welcome user is the definition of this display message. This is about abstract class. Username, user is the abstract class name. Next, I'm creating the child class because I should implement it somewhere. I should implement this insert card. Okay. If I'm not implementing, what will happen? So first I'll go with the main function. So public class ATM manager. I'm copy paste this code to save the time. What I'm doing here, see here, I'm creating an object for the abstract class. So what is happening? Can't instantiate the type user. We already told you in our previous session. Please watch the previous sessions. So you can't able to create an object for abstract class. Go back to the definition. You can able to find out that rules and relation. Can variable be abstract? No. And then object creation is also not possible. That is what we are getting there. Can't instantiate the type user. You can't able to create the object for abstract class. Important point. Many beginners will do the mistake while they're learning. So for that purpose, we have explained it. Okay. Next, how to sort out this issue. For that purpose, okay, you can't able to create the object for this abstract class, so then you can't able to call this display method sage, and also you can't able to define it here itself for insert card method. You have to implement by child classes. So now child class is coming into the pictures, that is subclass test one. I'm going to override it. So why I giving the annotation override means already method is declared here. I'm going to redefine it here. Okay, I'm going to define it here because already declared internally what will happen, it's like a empty body internally. So for that purpose, I'm going to override it because it is already there. So I'm going to again override, like method overriding concept, like method overriding concept. So for the purpose only, I'm giving to the compiler the message at override. I'm going to override it. Even anyone is coming to this code as a developer or programmer, they can understand the method is overridden here. So copy paste the content of this child class test on, where it is here, child class. You know how to create the child class, extends the parent class name. See, so super class is user, or that is parent class is user. I'm going to inherit it because I'm going to implement this definition in the child class. So extends keyword is a relationship concept. Test one is a user. So at override, I'm providing the method definition of void insert card in this test1.java. Please insert card. Please insert card. Next, I will told you know. So if you're declaring this abstract method, you have to implement by the child class. In case if you are not doing that, so definitely that class should be a abstract class. The child class is also a abstract class. If you are not implementing this method, that class should be a abstract method, and that is abstract class. Okay. Next, what I'm doing, another one child class I'm creating. So test two, again overriding for your demonstration purpose. I'm showing again. I'm overriding. Please insert card properly. For your reference, I can give the message like please insert card. Parenthesis I'm giving test one. Who is passing like I'm giving by test one. Okay, by test one. In test two also I'm giving the message by test two. Okay. Now we already know that you can't able to instantiate, that is creating object for the abstract class user. So for that purpose, I'm going to give it in a I mean that is I'm going to create an object for the child classes. So left side is the child class name. We are doing upcasting. Prerequisite, please watch the previous session why you are doing the abstract upcasting, because method should be override at runtime. In case if I'm using like this both sides the same name test one or test two, means it is not method overriding. As per the method overriding concept, it should be run at that is it should be a function should be invoked at runtime, then only method overriding will be achieved. Runtime polymorphism, even if I'm executing this it will executes, but it is not a runtime polymorphism. We'll get the output, that is insert card bit. This is not a runtime because compile time is we can able to know that. So it is uh, invoked at the compile time itself. So here you are creating the object for user of what is a test one and invoking the method. It is not happening at runtime. Runtime means at runtime only it will be decided which method will be invoked. Okay, dynamic dispatch is happening. So left side you have to give that abstract class. See here, website what will happen. We already clearly provide a detailed explanation about this upcasting in a polymorphism. Please watch the previous sessions and then watch this session. So use left side what will happen in compile time. During the compile time before this assignment of operator, left side portion will be covered. So what will check means user is the class name, the reference variable is there. So user will check, okay, whether display message is already present in this abstract class or not. Yes, obviously it is present. Next it will check insert card is present or not. Yes, insert card method is also present. This is what checking at compile time. At runtime, the time of object creation, see this is the new keyword will create a object at runtime test one. At that time now method will be invoked. Okay, user object will invoke, not parent class, child class, this test one. So test one dot display message. So now we'll get the output. What is that? Please insert card by test one. That's it. Next you can ask, what about the display message? What about that display message? See, the display message is not see here, one minute. Yeah, display message if I'm calling here, now we having the privilege. Okay, now we having the privilege to access the parent class also, because we already created object for which one, test one. So test one is already extended the user, so it having the ability to access the parent feature also. This time you what will happen mean test one dot display message only is happening, depends upon the runtime object. So this test one child class object, the display message only it's executing, because all these data members methods are present in test one also hereafter. So it will access that display message. What will the output means welcome user, and then output insert card, we are overridden that. So what is happening, please insert card by test one. In case if I'm not giving this, check it out, you'll get the output welcome user, you'll get the output as welcome user. Okay. So next there may be a question, if I'm not giving this definition here, I'm not giving, yeah, comment this line also, I'm not giving this definition. Okay, I'm commenting this also, I'm commenting this is the advantage of this abstraction. What the error, read out this error, the type test one must implement the inherited abstract class user.insert card. See here, we already declared but we didn't define. I already told you the abstract methods must be implemented in the future by child class, it's mandatory. In case if you are not implementing, then that class should be abstract one. If I'm marking this as abstract, then no issues. Okay, if I'm marking this class as abstract, no error. If it is not abstract class, definitely throw an error. This is the advantage, because in development side we are writing more code. As a developer we may miss some methods. So if you are, it is a normal method, no issues. Here if it is a normal method, no issues. Even if you forget to give this insert card method itself, no one will ask you. Assume that it's like your security purpose, you're checking the pin validation, you're writing the method. If you forget to give that pin validation, anyone can insert a card without pin, they can work. Or if it is a balance method, after withdraw or deposit, that method should be updated. Okay, so if you're withdrawing without checking the balance, you can take the amount, means what will happen, it will be a big problem, am I right? Without checking the balance, if I'm giving, actually my balance amount is 10,000, I'm withdrawing by mistake 1 lakh, you have to check that method, am I right? Whether how much balance you're having, whether it is a sufficient one or insufficient, you have to check it, am I right? Without checking that and all, I'm simply giving that withdraw option and working, means what will happen, it's a big issue. So what all the methods you are going to execute it. Okay, in case if you are declaring, first of all in abstract, what we are doing that, we are only giving the declaration, am I right? So hiding the implementation details and only showing the functional to the user. In case if you are giving as a abstract, definitely you have to what is that, definitely you have to implement it, am I right? So automatically it will give the alert, so you should implement that method. It won't allow you to execute the code. So at the time, even if I forget to implement it, it will give the message. Okay, so this is the advantage of using abstract method over the other methods. Sometimes you may miss some methods to implement it, am I right? So it's not a problem, am I right? It's not a problem, it's a problem. Okay, it's a purely a problem, because example you're having a sensitive functions like balance checking. Okay, check balance I'm giving. So automatically you have to implement that method here. See here, what will happen, check balance method you have to import it. So this is about check balance, I'm telling. In case if I forget to give the check balance as a normal method, no issues. See here, instead of display message, I'm giving check balance here. If I forget to give, no one will ask you why you are not implemented or something. See here, no errors. In test one also no errors. But if you're declaring as abstract, definitely you have to implement that method. Definitely you have to implement method. This is the advantage. Okay, this is what we are using the methods as a abstract one. User should know only what is what, and then as a developer side, we have to implement that method, even if you forget. So these are the important problems. You should clear this. Okay. I'm uncommenting this. So these are the sensitivity area. So you should override that function. If you are extending that user abstract class, if you are inheriting the abstract class, definitely you have to implement that methods. Otherwise, it will throw an error. Now it's executing. See here, user obj dot display message. I should change it here. Display message. Okay. Now it will work. Everything work fine. Okay. Is there any error here? No. Done. So I'm exiting the code now. Check the output. Here you have to call it. Definitely you have to call it. Otherwise, it is not visible to the output, or that is that method is not invoked. So you have to invoke here. So as a developer side, safety side, I'm telling. So what are the methods are declared? You have to implement that method, define it. Otherwise, it will create a major problem. Otherwise, it will create a major problem. I hope you are clear with this. If you are declaring the class abstract class with the methods abstract, definitely you have to implement it. This is the key takeaway from this session. Okay, and also we can't able to create the object for which one abstract class. Okay, through child class only we can able to invoke that method. So discuss in a detailed manner. Am I discuss this? The key rules to remember: can't create object, can have construct abstract class, can have constructor, can have abstract and non-abstract method. See here. Here abstract method is also available, non-abstract method is also available. These are the important three questions. Child class, what is the key point means? Must implement all abstract methods. Must implement all abstract method. In case if you are not providing implementation, it will throw an error. Must implement inherited abstract method. So definitely you won't miss the method definitions of abstract methods. Otherwise, class child class must also be a abstract one. In case if you are not implementing it, then the class should be abstract one. Okay, then the problem will be sorted out. Only two option. Only you should implement it or make it the child class as a abstract. Okay, simple memory trick. Abstraction. Show what. See here. Show what. Okay. Show what. But hide how it is. The implementation is not visible to us. Okay. Abstract class, partial abstraction, interface, 100% abstraction. While we discussing interface concept, I'll tell you why we are calling it as a partial abstraction. Interface is a 100% abstraction. Got it? The forthcoming sessions will discuss about encapsulation and data ID. Okay. If you found this session useful, then like the video, subscribe channel for more update. Please share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.